All right, Daniel, so we're going to look at another fundamental here, which is called spin axis 2. And this one gets a little bit more tricky.
Yeah.
So we've seen from spin axis 1 that it's the difference between the club face and the club path that creates the curvature on the shot. So we know that the ball starts closer to the face, and then we know the difference, the bigger the difference is between that face angle and club path, the more curvature that we should see on the shot. But now we need to look at what happens when somebody hits it off center. And I think this is pretty misunderstood, and not a people give enough credit for what actually happens. So let me go ahead and put this spray on the face here, and this will help us see where we're making contact.
Excellent.
All right, Daniel, let's have you try and hit one off the hill here like a lot of amateurs have problems with and see what happens.
All right, perfect.
All right, Daniel, let's take a look at that one and see what happened.
All right.
So where'd you hit that one?
Just
Yeah?
barely off the heel there.
Yeah, just a little towards the hill there, so we can see just slightly to the left of center right there. Let's see what the numbers came out as. So we've got a club path, which was in to out 2 degrees, but our face angle was actually close to our target 2.5 degrees. So the difference between those two was actually about 4.5 degrees. So we can also see, there's a negative number there. So if the face to path is negative, we would expect the spin axis to be negative as well.
Yeah, to see a little draw.
Exactly. So, your normal kind of shot tendency is that you're going to have a negative face to path, but you're generally going to see a little bit of a draw shape shot, which is going to have a little bit of a negative spin axis. But for some reason on this shot, we have a negative face to path, but a positive spin axis. And the reason for that is where you've made contact on the club face. If you hit it towards the heel, it's going to generate kind of a cut or slice spin.
Yeah.
And if you hit it towards the toe, it's going to generate a draw or kind of a hook spin. Do you notice that at all when you're playing? Is that something that you're aware of?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of times I'll make a good swing, what I think is a good swing, and usually it is. And the ball won't curve like I thought it should have. And my first problem solving idea is look at the club face. Where did you make impact? And if it's not in the center, the ball is going to curve differently than what you thought. A little more off the heel, it's going to have a little more left to right action, a little more off the toe, a little more right to left. So that is something, as I'm out on the course, I'll hit a shot and I'll look at the club face to make sure that it was a centered hit.
Okay. And I would imagine that for you at your level, that kind of knowledge is pretty important to have.
Oh, no doubt, because we have to play at such a high level out on tour that, we can't always be worrying about our mechanics, because usually they're pretty good. I think a lot of guys fall into the trap of hitting a shot that doesn't curve how they want it, and immediately they think it was them, that it was their swing or their mechanics, when it could have been just a slightly off-centered hit.
Yeah, that's perfect. So now we've been able to see that, just because the face to path is a certain number, we really need to take into account where we're making impact on the club face, and that could actually override what the shot shape should have been, and in this case it actually made it go the other way.
Yeah.
Perfect, that's great. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome, thank you.